I scratched off my ticket and realized that I had just won the lottery, my immediate thought was, this is too much money to get from the gas station. There's no way they have this in their register. So I looked it up on my phone and I found that if you win more than $1,000 in the state of Idaho, which is where I live, then you have to go to the actual lottery office, which is in Boise. And I was living in Boise at the time, but I wasn't there when I won the lottery because I was visiting family. I didn't want to wait days until I got back to Boise to see if this was a real ticket though. So I was like, okay, I guess I do have to go to the gas station. But I didn't want the gas station clerk to like scan it and steal it, and I didn't want people around me to know that this was a very valuable ticket. So I used one of the automatic scanners. The automatic scanner confirmed my wildest dream that this ticket was an authentic winner. So I stayed with family for a couple more days, and then I was so excited to get back to Boise and go to the office to cash in my ticket. I thought it was, I don't know what I thought actually. On TV, they give you a big check and they just like hand over the money. It's so easy. But when I got there, they were like, okay, go sit in the lobby. They had taken my ticket to the back with my ID and then just had me sit and wait for like an hour. And then they finally sent a guy out to come and talk to me. So a guy walks from back there into the lobby and he sits down next to me and he's like, I'm security, I gotta make sure this is legit. And I was like, okay. And he said, where did you buy this lottery ticket? And I said, I didn't buy the lottery ticket, my mom gave it to me. And then he said, okay, and where have you taken the ticket? And I said, I've taken it with me everywhere, I really don't want to lose it. And he's like, no, I mean, like, did you scan it somewhere? Like, give me a timeline. So I told him that I had taken it to the gas station, I scanned it there, and it said it was valid. I scanned it a few times when I was there to, like, make sure. And he was like, okay, that checks out. You can have your money. And then he goes to draw up some tax forms. I have two choices, he says, to just take all of the winnings now and then pay my taxes later on my own, or they can take the taxes out of it now. And I chose that option. I wanted the taxes gone immediately because I didn't want to spend money that I didn't have. I won $50,000 off of a $5 scratch ticket, and I immediately knew I wanted to use this money to buy a house. But after taxes, the 50 grand turned into about 35 grand, which isn't enough to buy a house. So what I did is I searched the entire state for the cheapest homes that were still in livable condition. The cheapest one I found was $120,000. It was in a city that I had never been to before, and it's quite a small house, probably like 700 square feet. But it had a yard, it's on a cute hill, like it was so cute, I really wanted it. So I worked with the bank to get approved for a mortgage. We did that whole pre-approval process. Luckily, I have really good credit. So I got approved for that despite having a low income. And the other thing that really helped me out in this process is I had that big chunk of cash so I could put forth over 20 grand as a down payment, which is a larger down payment than any of the other prospective buyers had. During the negotiation process, we talked the seller down to something like $117,000 for the little house, and then I forked over my 22 grand, I think it was, and that left me with enough money to pay the thousands of dollars in like home insurance and realtor fees and like whatever else. And now I have a cute little house that is over 100 years old. I pay a mortgage of $587 a month, which is amazing. I think I still owe like $90,000 on the house, but we won't worry about that right now. My lottery money was gone really quick, so I'm back to being poor, but I'm going to school and I love the city that I live in, and my dogs are really happy here, and I'm gonna make a garden. I'm gonna grow a garden, you guys. It's gonna be so fun.